Okay, welcome back to the fabulous Caldicot Castle in South Wales. We're here for the finals of the Archery GB National Tour 2019. We've had a mixed bag today. It's still going to be tricky with showers forecast and some high winds. Okay, this afternoon we move into the semi-finals and the medal matches for both recurve women and recurve men. Okay, the semi-finals for the recurve show the targets at 70 metres with a 122 centimetre face. I'm Andrea Gales and joining me is Jacob Reed.
Hiya.
Saw some good matches this morning. This afternoon we get to see the semi-finals, which will be Sarah Bettles versus Naomi Foulcard to start. Jacob, we saw some really good matches this morning.
Yeah.
What are you looking forward to this afternoon?
Well, I just kind of want to see once again how they handle the weather, but also whether the ones who are really on form this morning can keep that up, and see whether they can even keep that up through to possibly a gold medal here. Be interesting to see how Naomi shoots in this match. She shot really good in the match before, and as we said before, she is on for a record-breaking 4th title.
Yeah, the only person that could actually take a 4th title here, and she's against her teammate, Sarah Bettles.
So both of these archers, they've been on the international stage, they know each other, but they know that their opponent can shoot good as well.
Yeah, it's going to be a tight match, and I think whoever blinks first.
Yeah. So we have both of the national squad coaches here. Alberto coaching Sarah and Richard coaching Naomi.
And I think we've got Sarah to go first.
I think in standard kind of archery terms, basically, we've just started. The wind was quite calm, and now it's picked up.
Typical archery weather. It does look considerably breezier this afternoon.
Paper is blowing off the table.
It's a great start from Sarah.
Didn't really phase Sarah there, she kept strong.
Another solid looking shot from Naomi. Both of them just sitting a bit high.
It looks a bit brighter now, which can sometimes affect where the arrows go. A lot of the time when it's brighter, arrows will tend to go slightly higher. Looked like maybe a bit of a flinch there.
Okay, and let's see if Naomi can capitalise on that slight error from Sarah. Great shot, so Naomi moves into a 1-point lead, possibly drawing on all of her experiences. She's a multiple Olympian.
Yeah.
That's good. I think with this swirly wind, it's just tricky to know where to aim.
Yeah. Yeah, Naomi is no stranger to the finals field, with years and years of international experience.
Okay, and she's done enough to take that set, 25-23. Bit of a smile. Richard just giving her a few pointers. Alberto chatting away to Sarah.
seems very gusty and changeable at the moment. If you look in the, or it's changed again now, but in the corner you can just see the windsock and then another flag further down the field. You might notice they're pointing in opposite directions. Oh, now, yeah, they're turning all the time. So,
and I think back on the shooting line, we popped down during the lunch break, and it's definitely breezier shooting end of the range, as you can see by the flags behind the coaches.
They're definitely, oh well, now they've stopped, but they were going crazy. Whenever I talk about the wind, it changes.
I think the problem is with a day like today, you don't aim in the same place twice.
No.
So Sarah to lead off. Okay, Wynn just taking it out to the 6. It looked a reasonable shot.
Yeah, I didn't really see much wrong with it, but I think it's really picked up now. So it's going to be tough for them to keep it.
Naomi battling away. And again, you know, both women finding it really tricky.
I think our marquee is going to lift up soon.
It's a great shot from Sarah.
Finding a way back into the goal now, asking Naomi to do the same to keep it tied up in this match and this set.
It's a great shot, and there we go, we've got one on the line. It's been starred by our scoring team, so they're not sure whether it's an 8 or a 9. We'll get the judge to confirm that at the targets. And an 8 for Sarah, giving her a 23. So a 9 here from Naomi. Potentially tie up the set.
Oh, the wind's really picked up on this one.
You can just see Naomi's bow arm moving.
Dropped down into the 4, just couldn't fight off that wind enough.
With this final style of shooting, each archer has 20 seconds in which to shoot their arrow, so not a lot of time. As you can see, Naomi had 4 seconds left on the clock when she let go.
Yeah, especially with conditions like these and really changeable conditions in the finals format, it can also be a bit of a lottery. So
See Naomi's bow arm just moving, pulling her alignment around. And the execution was strong.
probably just aiming point would have been off.
Yeah. Bit of a look at the coach, as if to say, I couldn't have done any more.
Yeah. Usually in qualification or non-finals format, you'll just have qualification 4 minutes to shoot 6 arrows, or in matches 2 minutes to shoot 3. So it gives you a bit more scope that you can come down, you can wait for gusts to go, but here it's you have 20 seconds and you have to shoot your arrow now. The wind picks up, there's not much you can do about it, there's not much waiting. You just got to put up with it and try and get the best you can.
Okay, so match is all tied up at 2 set points each, when we'll go back to Sarah shooting first. Lovely shot from Sarah to open this third set. Okay, you see the angle that arrow's gone in at, just got a bit of a kick from the wind.
Still some pretty good shooting, but now you see a massive gust coming. Naomi waiting a bit, but not much she can do. She's really fighting this now. Running out of time.
I don't think she could have done much more.
She's got hit quite bad both in the past 2 sets. Rather unlucky. Sarah getting pushed around a bit there.
So Naomi just needs to settle back down, get a good shot down range. She can't do anything about this set. Her execution's looking great, but Sarah takes the set. Lead 4-2. You can see we've got a good crowd. Okay, and there we see Sarah's 10. Strong execution. Okay, so Naomi will be going first in set 4. Needs to at least tie this set to keep the match alive. Shot from Naomi there.
So she finally got an arrow where the wind wasn't really going.
And Sarah piles the pressure on.
Just out of the gold there. If Sarah can keep this in the gold, she'll have a pretty good lead going into what could be the final arrow of this match.
Oh, Sarah's found the 10 ring. Naomi needs a big score here to try and put some sort of pressure on. Drawing on all that experience. It's a good arrow from Naomi. And Sarah just needs a 7 to win.
Wind coming up maybe.
Yeah, long hold. Ooh,
And
okay.
we have. So you can see her being a bit like, well, what happened there? But I think the win really did get her.
I think in those situations where sometimes you try to be too careful.
Yeah.
Okay, you can just see Sarah's eyes look at the clock because she knows she's running close on time.
I think, well, Naomi's been hit twice and that's cost her a few points, and Sarah really hasn't had too many gusts so far, so I guess
Kind of evens it up.
Evens it up a bit, and now we're back onto 4-4 going into this final set. It's all to play for here for the place in the gold medal match.
Okay, and Sarah will be leading off.
So I wouldn't mind now, though, seeing a tied set, because then we would have a shoot-off.
Yeah, we haven't had one of those today.
I think in windy conditions like this, it's quite hard to actually tie a set.
Yeah. Let's see if Sarah can push that last shot out of her mind. A little bit of movement. You could see her swaying there.
Yeah, and running low on the time, she might have had to force a shot.
So big opportunity for Naomi here.
I think the wind might be picking up for her as well.
Yeah. So just a 1 point advantage for Naomi.
So So there was an opportunity, but Naomi hasn't really been able to take it.
That's a great shot from Sarah.
Now Sarah, going back into the 10, puts a bit of pressure on Naomi to at least get it in the goal to keep equal.
Okay, so Sarah needs a big shot to seal this match.
10 here will seal her place in the gold medal final.
Yes, sir.
And I think
It's too close to
she
call.
might have done it.
Well, Naomi needs to put a 10 down just to see if she can. Yeah.
So we are going to go to a judge call.
So potentially, yeah, Sarah's last arrow is 9-star. It could be upgraded to a 10. If that happens, she'll take the match. If that doesn't happen, we go to shoot off.
I think it might have touched it, but also
I can't call from here.
it might have touched it, but I also want to see a shoot off.
I'd like to see a shoot.
I'm blind though.
Alberto waiting.
Arrows are being pulled.
I think we're going to shoot off.
Yeah, the scores have been confirmed. That arrow was a 9, and we are having our first shoot off of the day.
Jacob, how does the shoot off work?
So, 1 arrow, each archer 20 seconds to shoot. Closest arrow to the middle will win the match unless both of the archers shoot 10s. Both of the archers shoot 10s will go to a second shoot off where the 10 rule doesn't apply, so it's literally just closest to center. You can shoot a 10.5, and if someone gets inside that 10, they will win.
Okay. Exciting stuff, especially with today's conditions.
In conditions like this, it can sometimes be a bit of a lottery whether you get the gust or your opponent gets the gust.
I think Naomi and Sarah are just having a bit of a
Yeah.
teammate laugh about this. There's good rivalry, but there's also the fact that they could possibly be going to the Olympics together next year.
Yeah.
Okay, so it will be Sarah to shoot first.
Strong shot.
That's a 9, that's a good shot, but there's still wiggle room.
In these conditions, a 9 could get it, but Naomi still has room to be able to take this match. And she's got it.
Naomi keeps her dream alive of winning her 4th title with a closely fought match. Nothing in it.
So that was probably one of the closest matches we've seen. Maybe not the highest scoring, but I think seeing the battling with the wind really in that match.
Okay.
So Naomi has now secured her place in the gold medal final, and now in our next match we'll see who she's going to be up against. You can see Richard and talking for a bit of relief.
I think, yeah, Naomi's looking relieved. And there we have confirmation. Naomi 4-card winner moves into the gold medal match. Okay, and here we see Naomi's shoot off arrow. Mid-9. A few millimeters better than Sarah's. Okay, now we have the second semi-final of the Recurve women's division. can see how Bryony Pittman and Jaspreet have reached the semi-final this morning.
Both of them won their match 6-0, so a decisive win for both of them. So Bryony on paper with a 674 PB and ranking first coming into this final is the favourite. Jaspreet 644 personal best, ranked 4th I believe.
Yeah, again I think it's going to be a tight match, especially with the conditions on the field of play today. Probably have to say Bryony is a favourite.
Bryony will be fighting, I believe, to defend her title.
Yep, she won that last year. So
in the match before we had someone going for a 4th ever and record-breaking win. Now we have the defending champion coming into this one. But Jaspreet is not to be ruled out. She shot some really good stuff in her quarter-final match.
yeah, and looked very relaxed. So Bryony to open up this match.
That's how you want to start.
What win? Solid arrow from Jaspreet.
Bryony just looking unfazed by the win.
Jaspreet just trying to find her aiming point. Big old
Here
gust.
comes the gusts.
And a 2 from Bryony.
I shouldn't have said anything.
Jaspreet fighting that wind as well. And a 5.
And that's a tied set, I believe.
Yep.
Yes. So both of them on the last arrow really getting caught out by some really strong gusts. And
Bryony's like, wow, I couldn't have shot that any better. Gonna get a quick look at Bryony really battling and trying to steer that arrow over. Jaspreet working hard through the front. So we have a tied set. Tied match at the moment. So we'll keep with Bryony going first.
Bryony Pittman will shoot first again on target. The archers are tied after the first set. 1 point.
That's a good arrow from Bryony.
you can see her fighting it a bit, but still managed to keep it in the gold. See what Jaspreet responds. Jaspreet yet to actually hit the gold. And now she has. Both of them starting to find the middle.
But they're working very hard at the moment
Yeah.
just to keep sights on the target.
Really strong shot there from Jaspreet.
7 from Bryony to give her 25 points.
7 here will take this second set and put Jaspreet into a 3-1 lead. Wobbling, getting pushed by the wind.
9, that's a great set from Jaspreet, 28 out of a possible 30. Moves her into a 3-1 lead. Okay, you can see Jaspreet fighting. Straight into the middle.
I think Jaspreet is on quite a significant poundage, which will definitely give her a bit of an advantage in these conditions.
Yeah, and I think Bryony will pull on all of her experience, you know, both target and field.
So Bryony will be shooting first again, but now as the trailing archery match.
So 7 from Bryony to open up this set. So the door slightly ajar for Jaspreet.
She takes the opportunity.
Okay, just a little high from Bryony. See if Jaspreet can punish her further. She has a 4-point lead with 1 arrow to go in this set.
So a big opportunity now for Jaspreet to go 5-1 up.
Bryony just struggling with the conditions.
Just a 5 required here.
9, so another end of 28 from Jaspreet.
Jaspreet doesn't seem to be on the same field.
She's looking solid at full draw. The extra poundage will help.
Yeah.
Okay, so the scores are confirmed and Jaspreet moves into a 5-1 lead. Bryony now needs to take the next 2 sets in order to take this match to a shoot-off.
So now, with Jaspreet in a 5-1 lead, Bryony can't even afford to tie a set. Even if she ties, that will put Jaspreet up to the 6 points she requires to win this match. So Bryony really needs to turn it round, bring her arrows back into the middle and put the pressure back on Jaspreet.
It's a good start. Jaspreet matching, that's all she needs to do. Big gust of wind come in, Jaspreet's fighting the shot. Down to 3 seconds. Has to let it go. And unfortunately has drifted out into the 2. Bryony holds gold.
So Bryony now back finding the middle and Jaspreet just really getting unlucky on that massive gust of wind there, which pushed her out into the 2. I think it's hitting her again a bit. Still gets a goal.
Okay, so Bryony closes the gap. We're now 5 set points to 3 in favour of Jaspreet.
So if Bryony does win the next set, we will be seeing a second shoot-off, which is how we like it. When you get to this point in the competition, you expect it to be really close. Like, no matter the rank, any one of them is capable of winning it.
And it's hard to actually finish off a match sometimes with Jaspreet, you know, 5-1 up. You think you're coasting, and then it only, in a matter of moments, you're back level.
Yeah, you don't realise how quickly it can all turn around. You think, oh, 5-1 or 4-0 up, and next thing you know, you're tied.
So, moving in to the 5th and final set. Bryony will shoot first. She's trailing in the match.
Didn't look happy. Gets a 9. Got away with it.
Okay, so an early lead for Bryony.
Still very close. She can't afford to let any opportunities.
Just sitting a little low in the target.
Opportunity to take a lead with a 10.
All tied up. Bryony really needs to put this in the gold.
Preferably in the 10, really. Like, didn't look happy.
So, Jaspreet requires an 8 to tie up this set and win the match.
Quick shot.
And it
Gets
is an
the
8. So it looks like Jaspreet has beaten Bryony, so our second upset of the day.
So the reigning champion will now not be able to defend her title. Will be going for the bronze medal later on against Sarah Bettles.
Coming up next, I think.
Are we going straight into the bronze?
Yeah. So there we have it. I think Jaspreet just looked a lot stronger through the gusts.
I think she was really able to control herself more when the wind really did pick up. Although a couple where it picked up a lot, she had to go straight.
And here we see Jaspreet's final arrow. 8 is what she required. 8 is what she got. If you stay with us, we'll be shortly through to the bronze medal match for the women's recurve. That's some of our sponsors from Starling Bank enjoying a windy day out. Okay, now we have the bronze medal match for the women's recurve. Here we can see how the medal matches have been decided. So Bryony will take on Sarah Bettles.
So both of these archers have had very, very close semi-final matches. They need to be able to pick themselves up from that and come back out and shoot strong in the bronze.
And especially Bryony, who's only just left the field.
Yeah.
On target 1, Bryony Pittman. On target 2, Sarah Fennell.
Okay, so teammates, training partners.
Yeah, they know each other well, they train together a lot. So you can say it'll be a match between friends, but also they might know each other's weaknesses as well.
Yeah. I think they're just praying that they don't get a gust of wind when they're at full draw.
I think that's what it might come to in these conditions.
Okay, so Bryony to shoot first.
That's a really strong opener there. She's really kind of brought herself back from that from the semi-final match into this bronze match.
It's a great arrow from Sarah as well. Both women straight into the middle of the target.
Didn't look too happy. Lets it drift a bit out into the 8.
Okay, so Bryony maintaining a 1-point lead at this moment. .27 out of a possible 30 for Bryony.
10 required for Sarah now just to tie up this set.
And a 5.
Wind seemingly picked up and caught her there. She let that drift out into the 5, giving Bryony this first set and a 2-0 lead.
Okay, you can see the wind from the flags in the background behind the archers. They're going to be buffeted around a lot.
Yeah, if you looked at the trees there as well, the trees were going very mental, it seems. Because
I would have to say that we've been here all weekend and this is the gustiest it has been.
makes it a bit more interesting.
Okay, so moving on to set 2, and Sarah will get us underway. Like a strong shot from Sarah.
Just really, that's a really strong shot there from Bryony. Taking a 2-point lead just after the first arrow. Sarah needing something strong to return that.
Another solid shot from Sarah.
She didn't look too happy, but still gets it in the goal. Maintaining the 2-point lead in this set.
2 points is nothing from what we've seen today.
Yeah, in conditions like this, 2 points isn't actually that much. Door has been opened wide now by Sarah and Bryony, just to shoot 4 now.
That's a good end from Bryony, 27 out of a possible 30 to move to a 4-0 lead fairly quickly.
So Bryony on match point for the bronze medal, but we've seen it all turn around before.
Okay, we're just going to have a look at Bryony's first shot of the end. Okay, scores have been confirmed, and Bryony leads this bronze medal match by 4 set points to 0.
Sarah really needs to come out with some strong scoring now and not let Bryony take this to that critical 6 points.
That's a great opening to this set by Sarah. Bryony just a bit loose on that one.
Gives a couple points there to Sarah. But a gust of wind at this point can change anything.
That's good from Sarah. Just keeping the pressure on.
Looks
You
like a
see
gust.
Bryony just moving. I think she did as best she could on that. And that's the set.
So Sarah now brings it back in with a strong 27, which will win this set no matter what Bryony shoots right now, which will take us to 4-2 and keep Sarah in the match.
These groupings really good.
Yeah,
Just
she
needs
Sarah's
to
near the same place, just maybe a slight adjustment or aiming point adjustment.
Okay, scores are official and on the board. Bryony Pittman leads this bronze medal match 4 points to 2.
So Bryony's still with the opportunity to close this match out right now, but Sarah seemingly coming back and shooting some good stuff in the last set. Let's see if she can keep that going and possibly take this back to 4-4 and tie it all up. That's really what she needs. Strong shot there, putting pressure on Bryony. Bryony needs to respond.
Just seems like Sarah might have found her groove.
Required here to tie things up. Dropping it into the 8, giving Sarah a 2-point lead in the final arrow of this set.
Sarah can put this set away with a good arrow.
Seven, so an opportunity now for Bryony. A 10 here will win the match, a 9 will tie it. Didn't look happy, gets a 9.
So
5-3. Briny only needs 1 point now to win the set, getting ever so close, but just quite not winning this match yet. Sarah really holding in and shooting some really strong stuff to keep her in the match to this point. If Sarah does win the next set, we will be seeing another shoot-off.
All the women's matches have been good so far.
All of them have gone the distance out to the full 5 sets.
Okay, so the line judge just indicating that Sarah will shoot first. She cannot afford to tie or lose this set. Otherwise the bronze medal will go to Bryony Pittman.
No room for error. Strong shot there. Bryony does just need to match that and keep her error in gold. And that 6 there has really opened the door.
Sarah just needs to concentrate on her arrows, ignore what's going on around her. She does, that's good.
Bryony really needing a 10 just to even get close to what Sarah's scoring.
It's an 8, possibly a 9, but I think it is an 8. So
to force the shoot off. 8. So, depending on a line call, a 10 could win this match. Either way, it is a 9, and
so
we are going to be going to a shoot-off.
Oh, well, it's a good way to determine a bronze medal match.
Yep.
And the same as before, 1 arrow closest to the middle. Both of the ladies shoot 10s. Then we'll go to a second shoot-off and a measure.
So once again, 4-0 lead going. Now going to a shoot-off, and all seem to go quite quickly.
Okay, so the scores are confirmed. We are going to shoot off.
So once again, 1 error each. Closest to the centre wins unless it's a 10, and we will reshoot if they're both 10s. Pressure on. Bronze medal here on the line. Place on the national tour podium. Changing the target face to make sure it's completely clean so they can get an exact measure of where the arrow is.
Okay, the line judge is happy that the field is clear.
Bryony shooting first, she really needs to lay down a really strong arrow to put the pressure on to Sarah. And that is a 10. That's really strong. Sarah requires a 10 to force this to a reshoot. And we're gonna have it. This
is exciting stuff. We're just gonna wait to see.
A judge call is gonna be required right here to determine whether Sarah's arrow is in a 10 or is in the 9.
Would be close center class.
If it's a 10, we will be going to a second shoot-off. If it's a 9, however, Bryony will win the bronze medal. They have been called, and the arrows have been pulled. And we've just had confirmation. Sarah's arrow was a 9.
But that was a great shoot-off. So close, and like the whole match, nothing separating these two great archers.
Sarah literally losing the match on a measure of a couple millimeters.
So congratulations to Bryony, and well done to Sarah. Here we see Bryony's shoot-off arrow. Pretty perfect.
Yeah. Can't do much better than that.
Okay, now we move into the gold medal match for the recurve women. Okay, we can see how Naomi Foulcard and Jaspreet have made it to the gold medal match.
So Naomi on paper is the favourite. Jaspreet coming in as a bit of an underdog, but she's really shown that she can definitely shoot some really good arrows.
Naomi bidding for a 4th title. No archer in any category has 4 titles under their belt.
So the experience, the personal best and everything are in favour of Naomi, but we said that last time when Jaspreet was against Bryony. Jaspreet still took the win.
I think Naomi's had a phenomenal season. I know she's shot better than she's ever done.
Yeah.
Part of the World Championship bronze medal winning team, and also the gold medal winning team in Minsk. She also teamed up with Patrick Houston to take mixed team silver in Minsk. Okay, so a 7 from Jaspreet. Let's see if Naomi can punish that first arrow.
Naomi's still choosing to let Jaspreet shoot first. Both of them drifting to the right, but Naomi just one scoring zone better.
Okay, Jaspreet making her way towards the middle of the target. Seven on the other side. It might be just a slight over adjustment. Okay, so Jaspreet's left the door open for Naomi to take this first set.
9 here will take the set. 8 will be splitting the points.
And it's a 9, so Naomi Foulcard takes first blood and the first set.
One step closer to her 4th title, but still all to play for in this gold medal match.
And she seems like she's enjoying herself out there. I mean, it is a fantastic finals field here at Caldicott Castle.
There's still just 1 point in this first set, still very close.
For Recurve, we only go over the two. Nothing leads to the first set. It was in the gold medal match.
Okay, and the line judge just signalling that Jaspreet is behind in the match and will be kicking off set number 2.
And Jaspreet will shoot the first on target 1.
Wind pushing her around a bit there. Doesn't phase her if she nails the X.
You can just see Naomi being buffeted around.
I think that's where Jaspreet is seemingly having the advantage. She's really holding it in the wind. Both her arrows drifting into the same place.
Okay, so that's 24. Naomi can't do anything about this set. She can just settle into her process and get a good arrow down range in preparation for set 3.
Bringing them back a bit from the left 6, but overcorrecting slightly right 8.
Here we can see Jaspreet using her strength.
The first two I wasn't no.
Okay, so we're all tied up, 2 set points apiece. Moving into set 3. So it'll be Jaspreet to shoot first.
We'll shoot first on target 1.
Opportunity there for Naomi.
Looks like Jaspreet's caught the 7.
Might have a line call possibly. Let's see what the judge says. But Naomi doesn't take the advantage.
No, and I think she's dialed in for height, but she just seems to be struggling with the left and right at the moment.
Buffeting a bit, still gets the 9. Naomi needs to really find the gold now. And she does.
That's great. So still tied up for this set. 9, so Naomi's going to have to match that to tie up the set and the match.
Or a 10 to put her in a 4-2 lead. Either way, she needs it to keep it in the gold.
And she does.
Just out of the 10 there, tying up this set, taking us to 3 points each. This is as close as you want for a gold medal match.
Yeah, absolutely. So the weather's playing a massive factor in today's matches. And a shrug from Richard as if to say, Oh well, moving on.
Yeah, sometimes there's not really much you can do. Like,
We can see the windsock dancing.
you can aim off, you can try and shoot a strong shot, but when you've got not only winds as strong as this, but winds as changeable and swirling as this, you kind of need a supercomputer to calculate where you're going to need to aim. And then actually being able to carry that out is a whole different question.
Okay, oh, you
Oh,
can see
the wind's
wind.
really going, almost blowing the judges out.
I'm quite glad I'm sat in this tent.
To be honest, I think this tent might blow away soon. And now this is getting almost unreasonable. I think Jaspreet's waiting a bit to see if it will die, but she's going to have to shoot. Possibly dying down a bit, maybe allowing her to execute properly.
Okay.
Doesn't get away with it. The door is open.
The wind is just howling around the archers. You can see Naomi fighting with her bow arm to try and aim. And that's a great shot.
That is really what you want, right there.
Just leaning on all of her experience.
Finding the gold again, but that 6 might kill her in this set if Naomi can keep it strong.
That's good from Naomi. So she's got a 3-point lead with 1 arrow to go. Still hanging a little bit on the right. Jaspreet shoots a 7, so Naomi needs a 5.
Big opportunity here, but with winds like this, you never know.
It's picking up, you can see her fighting. Execution looked great. There we go, job done. Takes her into a 5-3 lead and within 1 point of her 4th National Tour title.
But once again though, we are primed for a shoot-off if Jaspreet is able to win this final set.
I think all of the archers are going to feel like they've had a full body workout today.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and Naomi looking strong, front arm, pushing towards the target.
Archery is a very physically demanding sport anyway, but when you add all of this wind into it, it really does take it out of you.
So Naomi in the box seat. Final regulation set. 1 set point needed.
Jaspreet needs to lay down the line here and put some arrows in the gold to force the shoot off for the title of National Tour champion.
Okay, you can see Jaspreet moving, and that's a 3.
That's not what she needs.
So Naomi, what can she produce? I would say anything inside the red is great in these conditions. And
That's
a
a
4.
4. So Jaspreet, despite shooting that 3, is still in this final set.
But as you can see, she's trying to wait out the breeze. She's got 10 seconds on the clock.
Because I think to call this a breeze is a bit of an understatement.
Okay. That's a 7. That's a good shot from Jaspreet.
They're
What
really
can Naomi
have to fight
do?
this.
See bow arms moving.
And
That's
another 4. But despite this, she's only 2 points behind, and anything can change. Strong
Naomi
shot.
needs a 10.
A 10 to win in these conditions. It's a tough ask, but Naomi will definitely give it a shot.
Oh,
Just out. And we will be having a shoot-off.
for the gold medal match.
All of this season's work, all of the national tours now, all of that work now going down to one arrow.
Yeah, these archers have been around the country at various legs, accumulating points, trying to get themselves into the top 8 to get an invitation to this event. Now the gold medal will be decided by one arrow and possibly the wind. Naomi laughing. she's seen these types of conditions before. She's now trying to visualize how she can execute the strongest possible shot.
You can see them changing the target face to get the most accurate measure.
So Naomi won her semi-final on a shoot-off.
Now going to her second shoot-off of this competition here. Jaspreet shooting first for title. That's a strong shot.
Yeah, mid-9.
Win giving her a bit of a break there, but looks like it might be giving Naomi a bit of a break as well.
No, so Jaspreet.
And Jaspreet has done it. Naomi will not get her 4th title this year, and Jaspreet has won her first ever national tour title with some very interesting matches. Very interesting and challenging conditions, really testing all of these archers right to the limit.
Okay, there we have confirmation that Jaspreet Singh has won the Archery GB National Tour title. Okay, and here's a replay of Jaspreet's shoot-off arrow. Really good in those conditions. Okay, if you'd like to stay with us, the awards ceremony for the Recurve women will be happening shortly. Okay, here we have the victory ceremony for the recurve women.
Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the Recurve women. Medals will be presented by Ellen Weird, head of Banking, starting bank. For the bronze medal, Brian Pittman.
And winning bronze medal, we have Bryony Pittman.
And for the silver medal, Naomi Folkard.
And the silver medal goes to Naomi Folkard.
And our 2019 champion and gold medalist, Jaspreet Sagu.
And your 2019 National Tour champion is Jaspreet Sagu.
Archery TV Tech will be presented by Mark Rigo, chair of Archery TV. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm round of applause.
Okay, so congratulations to all our medal winners. Okay, next up we have the semi-final for the recurve men. As you can see, we can see how Alex Wise and Anthony Wood took out Cameron Donaldson and Keith Harding this morning.
Alex Wise, the reigning champion from 2018, looking to defend his title and get through this match to the gold medal match. Anthony Wood, on paper, the underdog, who was ranked 7th coming into these finals, but managed to beat Keith, who was ranked 2nd, so definitely able to shoot well.
Target 2, Anthony Wood.
As we saw throughout the women's semi-finals and medal matches, weather played a massive part in determining who got through.
Looking like it might have possibly calmed down, but I'm not sure that will last.
Award for the best dressed coach.
Alex is going to shoot first on target 1. He has his dad in the box there. Very quick shot and straight into the 10.
Did you adjust your shot timing in this?
I feel might be different for some archers, but if you shoot fast in the wind, kind of less time for things to go wrong. So sometimes that can be a good strategy. However, sometimes if you're shooting fast, you might get caught out and not have any time to adjust for it, and then possibly shoot a bad shot.
So all tied after 2 arrows.
Solid shot there for Alex. A 10 will take this first step for Anthony, and a 9 will tie it all up. And that 8 there will give the set to Alex, giving him a 2-point lead in this match.
Just seems like Alex has quickened everything up a little bit to try and overcome the tricky conditions.
Yeah, Alex can shoot very fast when he wants to.
Little wave to the camera. Okay, so we're about to get underway with set 2. Anthony will shoot first.
Anthony Wood will now shoot first on target 2.
Strong shot there from Anthony. That's about as good as you're going to get, really.
That's the arrow you want to save for the shoot-off.
At this rate, Alex is not looking to take this to a shoot-off. He wants to win this.
Jacob, maybe talk about some of the stabilization that these bows have and what it does.
So you'll see the stabilizers, they'll have weights on the end. Kind of helps the archer hold steady, especially useful in windy conditions. Some different schools of thought, what is useful and what works best. Some people prefer heavy, some people prefer light. Light tends to move around more, so it's harder to kind of keep it in the center. But Alex there,
taking the second set convincingly with 28 points.
I think Alex usually uses a lightish set. Oh no, he changes. It depends. So the light setup will be quite difficult to keep pointed to the center, but will be easier to move around. A heavy setup will hold steadier, but if it does get moved, it's a lot harder to bring it back into the 10.
Okay, and here's a replay of Alex's 10. Couldn't have got more central.
No. Also on the stabilizer, you'll have dampening stuff to just take some of the vibration out of the bow, make it a bit more smooth on the execution. So they do play quite an important role on the bow.
Okay, moving into set 3. Alex 4-0 up.
See Alex actually swapping out an area there. He put one in and then decided it wasn't up to scratch. Looks like he was getting pushed around a bit there, but still kept it in the 9. Let's see how Alex will respond to that.
It's a 7 from Alex, so Anthony potentially put some pressure on to see if he can pull back 2 set points.
And that's what he needs to be doing if he wants to. Good response there, though.
Yep, and there we have it.
Some great shooting there, although a possible line call could mean a 10 would tie it. Either
Anthony's
way.
taken that set with a convincing 28 points out of 30 to move into 2 set points to Alex's 4.
Still in the lead with 4 sets to 2.
See Tom Hall at the back of the picture waiting for the next semi-final.
In mid-yawn.
Okay, scores are confirmed. Alex Wise leads this first semi-final 4 set points to 2.
So looking to secure his place in the gold medal match. He is on match point, but Anthony definitely not letting up, shooting a really strong 28 in the last set to win that set.
And the breeze back again. I say breeze, it's more of a hurricane.
Anthony shooting first, needs to lay down some really good areas here if he wants to stay in this match.
Yeah, just outside of the gold.
That's what Alex needs right now. Didn't look happy. So I'd be happy with that.
Oh, me too. Sometimes you've got to get them there any way you can.
7 does open the door there. Anthony looking to tie things up to 4-4, but that might not help him.
Yeah, and it looks like Alex hits gold.
But an 8.
And
So
we've got to see whether either of those arrows are upgraded for Anthony.
judge call may be critical in this 4th set.
This could move to 4 set points each if Anthony gets either of those line calls.
However, if it doesn't, we're looking set up for another shoot-off. So scores are confirmed. That it will be a 5-3 lead for Alex. Alex just needs to tie the set now to secure his place in the gold final.
Okay, judges happy the field is clear. Moving into the final set of this first semi-final.
Anthony cannot afford to give any room to Alex right now. Only required to tie this set to secure the place.
Good start from Anthony.
Matched by Alex, that's all he needs to do. Another strong shot there from Anthony. Matched once again.
So you feel that Anthony has to keep this in the gold to give himself a chance. Bit of movement.
A 10 will really put the pressure on. Oh.
And it's a 6, so
The door is open. Only a 6 required now to secure his place in the gold medal match.
and it's a 10. That's a fantastic shot from Alex.
That 10 there allows him the opportunity to contest to be the national tour champion for 2 years in a row in the gold medal match. So once again the win playing seemingly a critical factor in that match, really being one of the most challenging parts. Seeing possibly less wind drift than the women, probably due to the men usually having higher poundages.
And there we go, we have confirmation that Alex Wise is the winner of this first semi-final. Here we can see Alex's final shot of the match, securing his place in the gold medal match and a chance to win back-to-back titles.
See the Archery GB Recurve there.
Okay, moving on to the last semi-final of the day for the Recurve men. We can see how Michael Judd overcame Ryan Pender 6-4. Tom Hall dominant, only dropping 4 points in his 6-0 win over Connor Hall.
It'll be really interesting to see whether Tom Hall can keep up the momentum into this semi-final match that he had in his quarter-final, really just not giving Connor any room. Michael had a couple of shaky ones, but really close match against Ryan, but still should be a close match.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Tom looked ultra confident this morning. I think the conditions have changed an awful lot since they were on the quarter-final. And these two have shot against each other many times. They trained together at Lilleshall, the National Sports Centre, and the home of Archery GB.
So the flag showing there that really this is going to be an interesting match. If Tom is able to keep up the way he's shooting in the last match in these conditions, I will be thoroughly impressed. Seemingly a strong left to right wind. Really battling that.
Okay, first look at Tom. Made it look easy.
I think maybe the gust died down a bit, but still, that's a really strong opening arrow there.
Had a shot from Michael, a bit quicker.
So a fairly decent group just all over to the right.
I know Tom's been working very hard on his strength over the winter or the summer season and moving into the winter, and I think it's beginning to show.
He said what wind there, basically, that he was not affected whatsoever, it seemed.
Okay.
Bit of steering required, but
That closed the set with a 29 out of a possible 30, so his form from this morning continuing on at the moment.
fighting the wind there and able to keep it in the gold, letting it drift out into the 7, and with the way that Tom is shooting, he might get punished.
It's an 8 from Tom. I think that's his first arrow outside the gold all day.
Yeah, and still holding a 1-point lead. You could see from the moment he shot that he knew that wasn't going to go in the middle. Now Tom having to battle a gust.
Okay, conditions just changing a little bit. Tom's still in command in this set.
See some angles on these arrows as they're flying through the air in some very turbulent conditions right now. Back into the middle.
A great shot from Tom. He's moved quickly into a 4-0 lead. Here we can see a replay of Tom's final arrow of that set, just moving into the 10. Okay, there's the line judge indicating that it will be Michael to shoot first. Range is clear. Tom Hall inflict a 6-0 victory over his teammate.
Michael really needs to find the middle and start putting the pressure on Tom if he wants to be going into the 4th set. And that's not what he needs. Tom will definitely be looking to take the opportunity now and take a good lead. And he didn't.
Yeah, you could see his shirt flapping in the wind. It's he'll reset himself. Back into the middle of the target and ties up the score. Michael needs a big arrow here. Nate, not sure it's good enough to hold off Tom Hall's charge to the gold.
9 required. Oh, he nods his head thinking it's going to go in. But the wind has drifted it out into the 8 and we'll be going to 5-1. Michael just scraping through and staying alive. But you get the feeling that Tom Hall might not allow him to stay in this match any longer unless Michael really can come and put some strong shooting down.
Okay, so scores are confirmed. Tom Hall moves into a 5-1 lead. He just needs a tied set to take him into the gold medal match. Michael needs to win the final 2 sets. An 8 from Michael.
Not too bad in the wind, but there's room for Tom to punish him. And he does. Michael finding back into the gold. Didn't look happy and he lets that go into the 6. Opportunity for Michael. And he comes down.
And we've got 11 seconds left on the clock. He's going to have to shoot this quickly.
This gust is not giving him any. He's got to really fight this now. A 5, which to be honest is better than what I thought was going to be of that shot. But still, a 7 here from Tom will secure the place in the final. Oh.
And it's a 7.
He gets it. Just tying the set 22-22 to take it to 6-2.
We'll wait for official confirmation, but it looks like Tom Hall will be moving into the gold medal match.
I think both of them laughing at the conditions out there and how seemingly impossible they can be at some points.
It is gnarly.
Definitely.
The entrance, we just need someone to have a look at one of the reenactors.
score is confirmed that Tom Hall has secured his place to fight for the National Tour title. Michael Judd will go into the bronze medal match to compete against Anthony Wood for the bronze.
Here we can see Tom's arrow needed a 7, got a 7.
You can definitely see the angle of that arrow. It definitely wasn't helped by the wind.
Okay, here we are with the bronze medal match for the recurve men. Okay, we can see how Anthony Wood and Michael Judd have fought their way through to the bronze medal final in some quite tough conditions.
Ladies and welcome to the competitors. The Recurve men's bronze medal match for the Archery TV.
Okay, the athletes who have entered the field of play, they're just being announced to the crowd.
1, Michael Judd. Target 2, Anthony Wood. And our line judge for this match is Shannon Russell.
Okay, it looks like Michael Judd is going to start us off in this bronze medal match.
Michael Judd will be first on the target one.
Just drifting a bit out there, right to into the 8. Not that bad of an opener, but there's room for Anthony as he takes a 1-point lead.
Seems like a small break in the weather at the moment.
See if they can make the most of it while it lasts. Tying things up at 17 each going to the last hour of this set.
And 10 from Michael to give him 27 points.
Pressure's on Anthony, a 10 now to tie this set. Anything else in the set points will go to Michael. Gets a 9, but it's not enough.
It's a good group from Anthony, just a little sight adjustment. Just looking at Michael's final shot of the end to take the set. Okay, the scores are confirmed. And Michael moves into a 2-set 2-0 lead.
Strong 10 there. Going to put the pressure back onto Michael. What Anthony needed in this set, trailing. Michael responds perfectly, matching his 10 as the wind picks back up.
Anthony's found the middle of the target.
He didn't look happy, but he got away with it. It's into the 10, and Michael needs to match another 10. A tough ask in these conditions. Lets it drop down into the 8, and Anthony has the lead, but he's come down. Still got 12 seconds, but the wind's really picked up now, and he's got a tough battle now to try and get a strong arrow into the target.
That's a good shot from Anthony in those conditions.
Gets an 8 and a 10 here from Michael will tie things up. Anything else, and Anthony will get the 2 set points. Struggling in the wind. Just out there.
So Anthony looks like he's tied up the sets.
As our marking looks like he's about to fly away.
It's not feeling the most secure place at the
No.
moment. Okay, have a look at Anthony. His second 10 of the end. Okay, so the match is all square.
Had some really good shooting in both of these sets considering the conditions. A 28 there from Anthony. That wind was really, really good. And still a 27 from Michael. And the judge's hat is gone.
Okay, so Michael to shoot first.
Fighting with the wind.
That's a great result. His front arm just moving around.
Gets it in the cold, which is very good in that. These archers really are holding up in this wind. Just out of the 10. Anthony goes one better.
Yeah, Michael's got to score heavy here just to keep himself in the fight. A lot of movement through his front arm, but manages to control it.
Just out of the gold. Another 27 for Michael, but an opportunity now for Anthony to go 4-2 up if he hits the gold. And a 6 gives the set to Michael.
Okay, so we'll just wait for official confirmation, but it looks like Michael Judd has moved into a 4-set point to 2 lead over Anthony Wood. And he's 1 set away from claiming the bronze medal. Looks like the barrier's just gone over behind the archers.
I think it is building up. If it gets any worse, we really are going to have an interesting gold final. But at the moment, this bronze match is probably as interesting as it's going to get. We've got 2 archers really having to fight this wind. Struggling through it, but doing remarkably well.
It's a solid opening for Anthony. Needs to make Michael work.
That's really what Michael needs right now. On match point, 10s are what's going to cut it. Anthony can't let up here.
Oh, Wind just pushing his front arm around. You can see him fighting it. That's a great result in that. Opportunity for Michael.
And another possible 10. I think that's in. Giving a 3-point lead going into what could be the final arrow here to decide. Bronze medal winner. Anthony needs something strong now. That's not going to cut it.
So it looks like Michael needs a 6 to win this.
Possibly even a 5, depending on that line call. And he gets it
10,
with a
10,
30.
10 to the last set. That's fantastic from Michael Judd to claim the bronze medal.
Great shooting in those conditions to claim that medal. It's given the gold medal finalists something to live up to now. A really close match there. And as the wind picks up, we get ready to see our final match after the score is confirmed.
Michael just reacting to the announcer calling his 10-10-10.
I think that's our first perfect score of the
I
day.
think
apart
we're
from
naming it the
cadets.
Starling.
The Starling to shoot a
Perfect 10. Okay, here's the final shot for Michael to claim a perfect score.
See him saying something to himself there. I think he knew that that was going to be in. Now we are preparing for Mr. Wise and Mr. Hall. Both of them on the senior team at the World Championships who secured the Olympic quota spots, going out at it in these conditions for the gold medal.
Okay, here's our final match of the weekend, the gold final for the Recurve men. Okay, here you can see how Tom Hall and Alex Wise have fought their way through the quarterfinals, the semi-finals, and now meet in the gold medal match.
start the bank spend these insights. Say, I will succeed when you use your starting bank card.
So Alex Wise was ranked number 3 for this competition, and Tom Hall number 1.
Two ball archery, axle archery, and voice archery. Please welcome the competitors for the Recurve men's gold medal match for the RGC National Tour Finals 2019. On target 1, Dr. Tom Hall.
I was wrong to call him Mr. Hall. It's Dr. Hall against Mr. Wise.
And again, these two are used to competing against each other most weekends. Okay, this should be a really good matchup.
The wind really is not going to make it easy for any of these guys.
So Alex looking to win his second national tour title back to back, and Tom looking to win his first.
And the gusts start hitting as he comes to full draw. You can see him wobbling.
Well, he had 3 seconds left on the clock. And just by the hole that went into the target, you can see how much movement the arrow.
Alex not having much better of a time going into the 6. Tom finding the gold. Can Alex do the same? Steering it the other
opposite.
side.
Okay, so Tom can put this set away now. And does.
Tom shooting his first arrow and then finding the middle after that. Alex still yet to find the middle.
There he does.
Although that last shot didn't count for anything, it was good for him to use it to figure out his aiming point and what he needs to do in these conditions to get his arrows in the middle.
Okay, the scores have been confirmed and Tom takes an early lead. 2 set points to 0.
Hall lead takes the 2. First 2 set points. Above his gold medal match. Alex Wise will now shoot first. Target 2.
So Alex now shooting first. He found the middle on the last arrow of the last set. Can he find it again? Put the pressure onto Tom. Doors open a bit.
Matched by Tom.
All to play for in this second set still. That's what he needs right there, putting the pressure onto Tom.
Tom.
Very close to matching him, just out the 10. Alex with a 1-point lead, looking to clear this set.
Okay, Tom needs a maximum score to tie it up.
dropping low into the 7, and this set will go to Alex. So Alex brings this back to 2-2. Some good shooting. There's 10 right here.
Okay, judges confirmed, so we're all square in this gold medal match.
So Tom going to be shooting first. I don't believe he's managed to find the 10 yet this match. He'll be looking to do so now to put the pressure onto Alex. Strong, solid shot in the gold. He's let that go.
Pushed it high.
A significant lead to Tom in this third set.
Tom's being blown. And that's good in those conditions. He's just playing the averages.
Strong in front with a fast shot. Beautiful. 9.5, 6 o'clock.
Tom clinches the set.
Alex needing to find the middle again, hopefully to regain some of his confidence. Gets back into the gold. Just shrugging off.
So, Tom Hall, 2 points away from the gold medal and the title of National Tour champion.
Scores confirm that Tom's taken a 4-2 lead in this match. One step closer to the title. Alex will be shooting first. And he needs to find the middle now. Oh, flinch. And that could be it.
I think the clicker went and he just moved a little forward before he released.
Thomas got to punish Alex for that.
It's a good comeback by Alex. This gold medal is now firmly in Tom's hands.
6 point, maybe 5 point lead actually.
Fabulous finish by Alex.
Just 5 required here. The wind has died and Tom Hall has taken it with the 9 to win the National Tour Finals 2019.
And you would have to say that on the day's performance that Tom was probably the strongest out there.
Yeah, Tom really did show that he was dominating in most of his matches. Like, if anything, all of his matches. But Alex still shot really good, just that a couple of arrows get away from him. Just these conditions really do make it difficult either to even just aim in the right place, but to execute the correct shots. There's no point aiming in the right place if you're going to shoot your shot wrong.
Correct. So there we have it. Tom Hall, your 2019 National Tour champion.
We'll have Alex Wise in silver place and Michael Judd taking the bronze.
I'd like to take this opportunity to give a big round of applause to all the volunteers, judges, field crew.
Here we can see Tom's last shot of the 2019 final to take the title.
Once again, to our sponsors, thank you for leading the digital bank Harley.
If you'd like to stay with us, we'll have the award ceremony for the Recurve men shortly.
Say, I know the cookies when you use your Starlight bank card for draw. I'd also like to thank the Honda Shirt Council for their support of this event, and our archery sponsors, Stanley, Wheelwheel, Milo, Subuya, Future Ball Archery, Axel Archery, and Voice Archery. A lot of those sponsors we took to make this event happen.
Okay, here we have the victory ceremony for the Recurve men.
Recurve men. The medal will be presented by Counselor Sheila Woodhouse, Monmouthshire County Council. For the bronze medal, Michael Judd.
In the bronze medal position, we have Michael Judd.
And in the silver medal position, we have Alex Wise.
And your 2019 National Tour champion is Tom Hall.
Archery TV check will be presented by Chris Brown, Chairman of the Fletcher Charity Trust. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm round of applause to our athletes. And that concludes the RCP National Tour Finals for 2019. Thank you all for coming out to cheer on the athletes. Good job, boys.
So some great shooting from all of the archers here.
And again, thanks for all the volunteers.
Okay, I'd just like to say thank you for joining us this weekend at Caldicott Castle. We've seen some fantastic archery, both compound and recurve. Thank you to the sponsors and all of the volunteers that have made this happen. Thanks, Jacob, for joining me. I'm Andrea Gales. I hope to see you next year.